was involved in gangs, heavily involved in gangs. I was in and out of jail. I didn't have no direction in my life whatsoever. I was pimping women. I was basically destroying the community, recruiting young men to get involved in gangs.
I ended up in the nut house, in the ward. I was in the institute here in California at the Olive View psychiatric ward.
I was bounded in drugs, crack cocaine. I was involved with gangs and doing everything gangs do. But I started using the drugs we would sell and move, and I became a very hard user.
My mom was always working. My stepdad was pretty much an alcoholic, and I wasn't in a stable home, and I had so much pain in me that when I was young, thoughts of suicidal would always run through my mind.
I got involved with the wrong people, with the wrong friends, with people that like to drink, like to do drugs. So then I started to hang out with them, drinking every day, not even going home. I used to go and drink every day, leaving my daughter in my house.
My father got launched out as a minister, and the work that he focused was to reach the vision that was instilled in him by Sonia Gazzoni, which came from God, right, the heart of God, was to go to the streets and reach the down and out, the hurting, and so God could restore them and make them productive people in society.
Because I was already dead, you know, I'm living overtime. When I was 16, they stabbed me, they cut my lungs. I used to be in gangs since I was 12 years old. I used to do kinds of drugs, PCP, Super Cool, Angel Dust, all those drugs. I used to be getting loaded, crazy, you know, I was already crazy, sniffing glue. So I almost died in the streets, you know. So when I came to the Lord, God broke the chains, you know, and I used to beat up my wife. I met my wife when she was 14 years old, and I was 15 years. And I just give her a miserable life, you know, make her cry, beat her up. I never cared about them. I used to spend all my money, you know, using drugs in the streets. So when we came to the Lord and God changed my life, my wife couldn't believe her. You know, Jesus changed my life.
Our pastor is a man of integrity. And as ex-gang members, we always look for the true vato, the true man. And you can see that in our pastor. And that has also allowed me to stay here and focus with him and the Lord.
At 9 years old, I had stopped crying, and those tears just started flowing down. I started crying like a baby. It just, boogers coming out of my mouth, just tears just coming out. It just couldn't stop.
And I just thank God for this ministry, for Victory Outreach, because even though I didn't come from drugs and they didn't make me feel like an outcast, that I had to be involved in gangs, that I had to be involved in drugs.
And I want to thank God because Alcance Victoria is here, not just for the ones that are addicted, not just for the ones, you know, that doesn't have like where to go to. This is not just like a place, I'm just a hangout place. No, Alcance Victoria has done so much for me.
I just recommend you open your heart to Jesus Christ, and you see, you can right now maybe try different things, and you'll be willing even to do whatever to bring happiness to your life. But I recommend open your heart to the Lord. It doesn't cost anything, but you can see the change. You will feel the love of God in your life, and then you don't have to search no more because He's the answer.